Hello everyone, Porterhouse here, and today we are going to be playing World of Tanks. I have two matches for you. The first one is going to be in my Easy 8, aka Big Daddy. I got a new emblem for it. I saw the bull, had to have it. Anyway, it is a fun match with surprising results. The second match is going to be in a Tier 2 tank, the Cruiser 3. It's a British light. I had a lot of fun with it. Took me a while to get adjusted to it. Playing with a couple of my subscribers, which is why I had to step down. I was playing with G Outcast, who is also known as Drifter. He is an experienced player, so he had to step down as well. He had a tougher time adjusting to a previous tier tank than I did. We're playing with Stop Hammer Time, who is relatively new to the game. We had a lot of fun. It was a good match, and I hope you enjoy it. Hello everybody, we're in the first match of the Let's Play. I'm in my Easy 8, affectionately known as Big Daddy, and we're going to have a bit of fun with this particular match. Now I'm going to be headed up the west side of the map. I was just kind of looking around to see who was going where, and I decided to go up my usual route, although most of the times I will park at the end of this and just kind of snipe people as I try to come down that hill. But then I decided, screw it, let's go. Let's get up close and personal so I can't miss with the 105 millimeter howitzer gun I have mounted on here. And Smash Tank 18 up there is leading the way. So this guy had some cojones on him and went charging up there. I got to the top of the map. Kind of hesitated because you don't always see everybody up here. But Smash Tank should have spotted anyone, and I didn't see anything pop up, so it was just us. And he goes running up there and just smashes the crap out of that tank, that light. Artery takes a pot shot at us and misses by a wide margin. So I was like, screw it, I don't see anybody else. Smash Tank is basically asking for help for this, so I'm like, oh hell yeah, let's go. Now I saw that Excelsior, which is sometimes a bit much for my Easy 8 to handle, but he wasn't paying attention to me. So I smashed one of his tracks. Smash Tank starts putting rounds into him. I scooch up, let him have it in the tracks again, and then one of my teammates finishes him off. So I bet he kind of regretted coming up here. Now I'm going to go up and over because people like hiding in this corner right there. You just saw that artillery pop up. So I come around this corner, and there's their artillery just standing there. And a T-34. And one shot that artillery, and then bounce a shot from that T-34. Ricochets right off my armor. Now that T-34 is hiding himself behind a house. He is actually the only thing I'm really worried about. This Matilda's a little further back. The T-34 took another shot at me and missed. So I come scooching up. Let that Matilda have it right in the turret. And then polish him off. Now that T-34 is now pretty well damaged. One shot the other Artie, which made me feel really good. And there's an M4 and an SU-85. SU-85 gave me pause. He does hit me pretty hard, but I finished him with one shot, and he actually did not do too much damage. Now, this is a capture the base map, and somebody's already sitting on it. So I'm going to go running into town to take care of this. Now, Smash Tank's still with me, amazingly enough. Scrappy little light tank driver. And I fire out that M4 and miss. Smash tank shot at him and it ricocheted. There's a couple of my teammates calling for help, and I'm rushing in from the north side of the map. Now I can see where that M4 is sitting. More worried about the T-34. And that guy in the T-34 gets one of my teammates. This M4 is bouncing back and forth. But gets behind some cover, and I'm like, alright, if you want to play that game, I can play it too. I'm going to go running up on this hill. He retreats even further, and then backs up for some reason, and I shot him right in the butt. So right there, I am on 5 kills. There's that T-37 stomping around up there. I don't know what he's doing. I really can't see him. Smash tank goes after him. I was trying to flush him out of whatever cover he was in, see if Smash Tank could get a shot at him. I can't quite get a bead on him because of this rooftop. But I don't want to leave the cap. And at this point I realize that we are down to the medium, which is me, a TD, and Smash Tank. And then just the T-37 on the enemy team. And unfortunately the TD died. And then Smash Tank is dueling with this and unfortunately loses. I expected the T-37 to come down that road right there, so I backed around the corner. I expected him either down that road or the one just over there. Also was wondering if he was going to come in behind me. So I figured one of these 3 areas, come in from behind me, down the road, one of those 2 roads to the east. And I see him pop up on the mini-map, and too little too late, and he bounces around off of me. And I smash him for 6 kills in a match. Victory! Alright everybody, as you saw, that was a really good match for me. I got 6 kills. I don't think that's the first time I've done that. Some of those were basically one-shots. That was the artillery that I basically just took a poke at and like destroyed it utterly in the first shot. The only other real challenge was the Matilda and the that T-37. So I got the Top Gun, I got Pashuchi's medal, and I got a bunch of awards. I got the Bruiser, I got Fire for Effect. The Basuchi's medal, interesting. I've received 7 of those so far, and I only remember a couple of them. But I got the Fire for Effect, and I got Duelist, and I got Mastery Badge First Class. So I did really, really well. If we go up and we're going to take a look at the team score, number 1 in kills and number 1 in damage, just shy of 1,200 points. So did pretty good. Smash Tank 18, what a big help he was in that match. What a good guy. He did a really good job. And then under the detailed report, I got a good chunk of change, and most important, I had a lot of fun. Okay, everybody, I am in a Cruiser 3. This is a Tier 2 tank. I stepped back a few notches so I could play with a couple of my subscribers. G Outcast, also known as Drifter, and I were playing with a person brand new to the game. That would be Hammer Time. So we stepped down to lower tier tanks to have some fun. I love the British tanks. They're so fast, and they still have a fair amount of firepower. So we're gonna try this match out and see what kind of fun we have with Hammer Time. Now, Outcast, aka Drift, and I know how people play at this level. So we're going to go kind of hunt a little bit. At this point we split up because I know like people will zerg rush this corner for some reason. So we're going to take advantage of that, and I scooch down to this corner, and I can kind of see people on the other side of the map. I don't know if they're going to pop through, so I thought I would take a look. Drifter and I had the same thought. He moves up a little bit. I move in behind him. He's got a lot less tank to hide than I do. These British lights are gigantic compared to some of the others. And I keep seeing people over there, and I don't know if they have a shot at us or not, so I took a peek around the corner. There's one guy in a TD. I took a pot shot at him, missed by a wide margin. And there, my platoon mates are dueling with somebody, and the shot dispersal at this level is horrible. So my crew's not that well trained. This guy didn't even flinch when I fired rounds past him. And there it is. So there's my first kill of the match. Now I see Drifter and Hammer Time are already damaged. I see another guy over here. I'm not sure if he can get a shot at me, but I back up. There's another guy up on this roof, but I can't get an angle on him. I tried pulling out a little bit, but I was afraid of exposing myself too much. And I see this guy over here who's not paying attention at all. And I tracked him. Hit him once, tracked him, and then I realized that I have lost Drifter, unfortunately. And I see this guy has moved up behind me, so I turn around and I take advantage of the confusion he has from getting hit by artillery and just polish him off. And then behind him is a medium 2. Waiting for my reload. Took a quick shot at him. Hammer Time moves up to take a poke at him as well. He's being more cautious than I am. But everybody starts moving up and somebody smokes him before we get a chance. This guy is not paying attention at all. However, just to be sure, I pulled behind him. He took a shot at me and damaged me, and the guy Bugatti team finished him off. Now somebody's on our base, and I'm not too keen on that, and it looked like whoever was trying to cover that, El Ness, got destroyed, so I'm on my way over. It's a damn shame to get this far in the game and then lose it to a base capture. So there's another medium who's also taking a shot at this. And I move up, and I am fairly confident that they are paying attention to him and not looking in this direction at all. So I pass poor El Ness here, and sure enough, neither one of these guys is really paying attention. I smoked one. And then smoked the other one. So right there, I'm on 4 kills. And that just leaves their artillery. And I have a pretty good idea where they're hiding. I was just clearing the barrel, so to speak, right there. A hunt is going to go sit on our cap to keep it safe. Sorry, pardon me, coming through. Although I really wish he'd come with me, but his tank moves really, really slowly. So yeah, the problem with these auto loaders is that when you get down to 1 round, there is no reload function. So I just empty the magazine and let it reload. So I have a pretty good idea where their artillery is. I'm going to go hunt for it. I feel really bad for Drifter because he's not used to playing these low-tier tanks. He usually does artillery and higher-tier mediums, I think. So he was kind of having a tough time trying to get used to it again. I did it first too, but I got better. And unfortunately, Drifter hadn't played as much as I did. So I come around this corner and I'm hunting for their artillery, and he's not on the base. But I know he's got to be around here somewhere. So if he's not close to the base, then he went up to Hogwarts, which is what everybody calls the castle up on the hill. See, look, there's Harry Potter and Ronald Weasley. "10 points to Gryffindor." Sorry, had to be done. So I very slowly climb the hill, going up to Hogwarts here. At least this is semi-faster, boy. You gotta see me climb this in just a regular M4 Sherman. I can spend half the game climbing the stupid hill. Now I'm not seeing him, and then all of a sudden he surprises me. He is way down there. I round this corner, and I'm wondering if I can get a shot at him. And then he disappears. Now I can see that medium on my team. Oh, there he is again. But there's no way I can get a beat on him. He knows where I'm at. So I'm like, nah, heck with this. I'm going to go chase him. Now at this point we have lost the medium, so it is just the artillery and me, and a partially damaged light British tank with paper armor. Now I have a pretty good idea where he's gonna be, at least so I thought, but this guy turned out to be cagier than I thought. There he is. I'm like, oh crud, and then I realized he was facing away from me, and it's too late really to turn around. Wasn't sure what I was gonna do about this, but he rounded that corner, and I was pretty sure he was waiting for me. So this time, Drifter was telling me I should go around him, so I cut through the field, and I'm keeping an eye off where I saw him last. And I'm not seeing anything pop up, and it should have spotted him by now if he was close. I don't know if he was going for our cap or not. And, oh, and there he is. I turn the corner, and I'm like, okay, what do I do? At this point, I am kind of tired of playing cat and mouse, but I decide I'm going to circle him. And I know he's down the street. Problem is, I don't know what direction he's facing. And there he goes. He turns that corner. I decided I'm going to go after him. He can't turn quickly. Drifter's yelling at me to go after him. And I just start pumping rounds into him, and down he goes. And that's a victory for us with 5 kills for me. Well, there you have it. It was a fun little match. Poor Drifter was having a hard time adjusting to a lower tier tank. He usually plays artillery, so this was a bit of shock having to go back to an older light tank like he was running. But he did all right in later matches. It was a fun game. Hammer Time had a fun time, which is the important thing because I like showing off games to new people. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all at the next Let's Play.